Hello, and welcome to another Angry unit of the Reek. And today we're taking a look at the Pak 37T 47mm. So this is another weapon in a long line of weapons of, well, Germany just walked into a country and said, hey, that's some cool military stuff you got, yeah. Mind if we use it? And the Germans definitely did use it. Pretty much the Czechs were working on a 47mm anti-tank gun, which was quite large for the time in the mid-30s. They managed to make a few of them, but it never really entered any serious production by the time the Germans invaded Czechoslovakia in 1938. The Germans saw this weapon, said, hey, that's pretty good, it's actually better than our Pak 36s. We'll use him. The 47mm gun was definitely a pretty impressive weapon in the early and interwar period, as, well, considering most other anti-tank guns were of the 37mm variety, this thing could pack quite a punch. The Germans would use it in the anti-tank role, adopting it with a Pak 36 carriage, and also in the tank destroyer role, as it was mounted on the Panzerjäger 1. And really, as you might guess, a lot of them didn't really make it till the end of the war just because they weren't really that useful come 1944. In-game, the Pak 37T 47mm is a 35-point anti-tank gun available exclusively to Panzer Division Tatra. It is one weapon, and that weapon being the 47mm anti-tank gun with 40 rounds of ammunition, no, only armor penetration shells, a penetration of 90mm, 5 damage on pen, a good accuracy of 45%, okay range of 1250 meters, and a rather fast rate of fire of 15 rounds a minute. It's pretty much a superb Pak 36. It shoots fast, is pretty good pen, and yeah, it's just a decent, light anti-tank gun. Down to miscellaneous stats, has 5 HP, good optics, very good stealth, and light cargo space. So in battle, the Pak 37 is basically just a super Pak 36. It's pretty similar, both being light anti-tank guns, but you got a bit of extra range, and quite a decent bit extra of armor penetration capabilities. Of course, you don't have the fancy muzzle-loaded anti-tank rocket, but most of the time you never really even get that option to use it because you have to be so bloody close. You also get the same availability as the Pak 36 does, but only in A phase, as you can get 6 of them with 1-star veterancy, which also means you have even better rate of fire than what the unit card actually says. And light anti-tank guns in general in SC2 are always a pretty good pick, as most of the time, especially in the 1v1 meta, you're mainly having to deal with lightly armoured vehicles and, at worst case, medium tanks up close, as they're usually the most cost-effective option. So this is the most cost-effective anti-tank gun for dealing with them, and heck, even if something heavier comes wrong and you can't penetrate it, well, you can cause a whole heap of critical hits with that high rate of fire, and a damage tank is usually a pretty useless tank. I wouldn't say this unit is a must-have for Division, but it is definitely worthwhile, as you do have a lot of anti-tank slots available to you. You can also, for 10 points more, if you want something a bit heavier, you can get the Captured Disc 3, which also, more importantly, has radio and the ability to shoot indirectly, which gives you a little bit of extra usefulness in general. Overall, this is a good, cheap, light anti-tank gun. It's very specialized, you can only really bring it in one division, and it does have the obvious drawback of not having any high explosive shells, but if you just need to deal with light armor, this can do it on a budget. And well, I'm gonna leave it off. Yeah, this has been another Angry unit of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.